And how's it going, guys and girls? Me, your uncle, come back on my channel, and yet again, yes, after a big while, almost a week, I'm back here to play DDLC Blue Skies, because if I didn't, I would feel guilty for not posting videos. And besides, I really missed playing this, so either way. As you know, this is the Act 2. I didn't even know there would be an Act 2, but still. Let's go. So, another Monday, another week of school. Also didn't get much sleep last night. Fun. Oh well, it's not like I can skip class. Even if I did, if mom found out I wouldn't hear the end of it. Wait, so we will actually be seeing his mom now? But I like my free time, so I'll keep my mouth shut and do my work. The familiar shadow of students fills the hallway as I change into my school shoes. I waited up for Sayuri today, so I arrived at school later than usual. Homeroom starts soon, so I would better get moving. Hey, wait up. Huh? Spin around looking for the source of the voice. I find Natsuki not that far behind me. Oh, hey Natsuki. Hey, do you have that copy of Red Altum yet? Oh yeah, right here. I open up my bag and pull out the manga. Natsuki quickly snatches it out of my hands. Do you have Perfect Girls? It's in the literature club, duh. Don't have it on me. Oh, alright. Dang, I was kinda hoping she had it on her. Was looking for something to do in homeroom. Do you think I have enough time to go and grab it? I doubt it. Homeroom starts in like 3 minutes? I checked the clock and on a nearby wall. Oh yeah, jeez. What homeroom are you in, by the way? 1C, you? 2B. Didn't know you were at first year. My amazing poem abilities made you think otherwise, didn't they? Can't help but smile a bit at how proud she is of her poetry. Indeed they did. Who's your room teacher? I have Omi-sensei. She is also my English teacher. Oh, I remember her. One of my classmates had her last year. They said she was really strict. Yeah, she is. She freaks out if literally anybody is late. But she's almost always late. It's so stupid. Yeah, I've heard all the stories. My homeroom teacher is late sometimes too, but I mean, he cuts everyone some slack, so no one really minds. He's pretty chill. Lucky. Anyway, what can I expect from this one? What one? The second volume? Natsuki taps her finger on the novel. Oh, right, that one. From what I can remember, it's relatively the same as Perfect Girls. First volume's an intro to the character, second volume is where things start picking up. Alright, suddenly I hear the bell ring. My eyes dart over to the clock. 8:40. Oh crap, we're gonna be late. Natsuki's eyes meet the clock and her facial expression mirrors mine. That is to say panic. God, how long did we talk? I'll see you at the literature club. Yeah, bye. Well, that was something. Natsuki and I bolt into opposite directions. When I get to my class, I'm one of the last to arrive. As per usual, Sakurai isn't here yet. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. Without him here, everyone is talking amongst themselves rather than finding those seats. I think I'll drop my stuff off and grab a quick drink. Hey, Lucky. Huh? Oh, hey, Shiori. Hey. I just wanted to say I really liked your poem. Poem? Oh, the festival. Right. What, you forgot already? I've been trying to. Yeah, don't blame me. Those guys were idiots. Why is their heads so big? And why everyone is taking like Sayori's side and not buttoning their, blazer? Is this now a trend? It's supposed in Japanese schools it's supposed to have the blazer always buttoned, but still, who am I to judge? I always go with a black jacket and black jeans. I don't fucking care if meh. Either way, those guys were idiots. You could say that again. Yeah, it sucks you guys had to deal with that. That ought to mess up your whole getting new members thing. You don't say. Hey, speaking of which, you did say you were gonna come to one of our meetings, right? Oh yeah. Oh, that? Yeah, that was just to make Monica feel better. Not actually going. It clashes with my band practice anyway. Okay, fair enough. It's just unfortunate we couldn't control them, even though it's our club. They only stopped when that one girl yelled at all of them. Oh, Natsuki? Yeah, I wish it hadn't come to that. But oh well, nothing we can do now. Yep. Alright, well, time for attendance. since Sakurai isn't here. Again, Shiori snickers at my little joke. I know, right? Anyway, she turns to the rest of the class. In your seats, everybody, let's take attendance. Everybody breaks up from their groups and takes their seats. I do the same and idly watch her as she takes the attendance. About 2 minutes pass before the door opens and in walks Sakurai. My apologies, class, I had a late night. Besides, it should be illegal to make people wake up before 9. I'm with you on that. I mean, I have to wake up 6 a.m. So I can be ready at 7 a.m. to pick bus. And to go to school, arrive at 7:40, and then wait until 8:20 to start my classes. Why? Just why? It should be illegal. A light laughter follows his quip. He's certainly not wrong. Alright, it's time to take attendance. Let's see, here. Oh, it seems like someone beat me to it. He looks up at Shiori, who smiles proudly in return. So, only Emi is absent. As if on cue, the door swings open and in walks Emi. Sorry, sir, don't worry about it, Emi. Trust me, I'm not in position to criticize people for being late. More laughter. That was a simple example of why Sakurai is so popular and respected among the students. Alright guys, let's get right to it. Pull out your notes. A couple of groans come from the back of the class. Yeah, I know, but we've got a lot to cover today. Now if you've been paying attention, which I hope you have been, you'll know our current focus is on 20th century Europe. Specifically the events leading up to the World War I. That's actually my favorite subject. Like in history, I was just waiting for this moment to shine. Like World War I and II. Gosh, I was hoping. I was just waiting for this moment to shine, and I did shine. Like, I would always take good marks at this specific subject. It's my favorite subject after all. Now the question is, what kind of political climate leads into a war that ended up killing 17 million people? You see, you need to ask Hitler. I have no fucking idea. Oh wait, Hitler is Second World War. Well, I know that one guy from a country killed someone important, and then most of the countries of Europe like joined into a group and start battling each other. I know that, like Russia, Japan. I think Japan went on first World War I. I know that Russia, Germany, Portugal was in that class as well. England, yeah, there were a lot. Still, don't remember all of them. Sorry guys, might as well be saying a lot of shit, but still. Well guys, I'm glad you asked, or at least I pretend like you did. Looks like lesson time has begun. The lessons continue on as normal, with nothing out of the ordinary happening. Notes are taken, questions are answered, normal boring classroom stuff. Despite how typical the lesson is, Sakurai energy holds my attention so well that the bell surprises me. A couple people say goodbye, but most of us just wave as Sakurai packs up his stuff and walks out of the door. It's finally lunchtime. This is probably my favorite part of the day, excluding the literature club, of course. Sari is in my lunch period. Maybe I'll sit with her today. If I can find her, that is. Oh, there she is. Sari is sitting by the wall, on a bench all alone. She's gazing off into the distance, staring at nothing. Maybe I won't disturb her? She seems like she's not in a good mood today. Yeah, let's sit with her. I mean, why not? Hey Siri. What? It seems I startled her. Guess she didn't see me coming. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Sorry about that. I was just wondering if you wanted to eat lunch together. You know, like we used to do. Sure, that sounds like fun. Alright, cool. Siri slides over and I take a seat next to her. Both of us reach into our bags and pull out our lunch. So, how's the day been so far? Not bad. I kind of fell asleep in math class. Sayuri, exactly what time did you go to bed last night? That's not important. I was just tired. I swear. Raise an eyebrow. Sayuri. Besides, math class is boring. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, can't argue with that. I also fall asleep, but not just on maths class. Also in programmation class, because it's boring, like, we almost don't practice. The teacher is just saying everything and teaching us everything, but it's so boring that I fall asleep. Exactly, it's boring as fuck. Oh well. She breathed a sigh of relief. Hey, wait. You were saying you were really sleepy on our walk to school today, and complaining that you had a hard time falling asleep? Maybe. Hey, you can't tell me to go to bed early if you're not going to bed early either. That's hypocrisy. Well, you got a point. Fine, you got me. But that doesn't change the fact that you need to go to bed earlier. You need to do it too. Okay, how about this? I'll go to bed earlier if you do too. Fair enough. Alright, cool. They shouldn't make us come to school so early anyway. Yeah, but if we started late, we would probably finish in the late afternoon. Or the evening. Oh yeah. Besides, I have Sakura in the morning and he makes history enjoyable. Don't you like history? Depends on the subject matter. Some time periods are more interesting than others. Yeah, I guess so. What's your favorite time period? Tough question. I really don't know. You? Oh, ancient Greece. I love the Greek gods. Wait, no, the Roman Empire. Yeah, their culture is so interesting. Didn't the Romans just steal the culture from the Greeks? I take it back. Ancient Greece is the Greek is the best. Yeah, I like Egyptian period, ancient Egypt, and also, well, 20th century. I mean, it's pretty obvious why. War. And also I'll do like ancient Greece as well, but meh. I prefer ancient Egypt. I can't help but smile. Sayuri is still as bubbly as ever. Well, there's the bell. See you at the Leisure Club, Sayuri. Bye. Well, I guess that helped. I wonder what would have happened if we didn't eat with Sayuri. Wait, what? Leisure Club, the best part of my day. The week has dragged by really slowly, but thankfully it's Friday today. That excitement that looms over you the entire day is both a blessing and a curse. A blessing in the sense that you're home free once school is over, a curse in the sense that it makes the day seem a lot longer than usual. Oh well, no sense complaining. If I remember correctly, Natsuki said she had a poem she wanted to show me. It took a bit of coaching in the beginning, but I've gotten to the point with Natsuki and she'll actually take my constructive criticism. She's very stubborn when it comes to her poems and writing style, so this is a big step forward. At least for me it is. I'm not completely sure if the other girls are on good terms with Natsuki at the moment. Well, probably Monica is not, but the others I don't know. Ever since the festival things have been kinda tense. It's eased up a bit, yeah, but it's still there. I don't really know how to deal with it though. I don't think anyone does. Well, what's the matter? Come on, you just need to speak things freely. So for now, we're kinda stuck. You just need to speak your mind and try to solve the things. That's what you have to do. Oh well. After a bit of walking, I reach the club room door, but find myself hesitating to open it. You know, I kinda don't feel like dealing with all the tension in the club today. And I'm suddenly feeling tired. Maybe I'll just... Whoa! Jump back startled. Natsuki sticks her head out of the door with a confused look on her face. Hey, are you coming on? I'm coming in or what? You were just standing there like an idiot. Oh, am I? I sick. Well, no turning back now. Yeah, I'll be right in. Well, hurry up, we don't have all day. I hear ya. Walk inside the club room and I'm greeted by the same old sight. Monica is talking with Sayuri at the front of the room. Yuri is reading at one of the desks and Natsuki is lost somewhere in the closet. She pops out about a minute later with a piece of paper in her hands. Here, take a look at this one. The deer. A beaten down path in between the trees. As I walk along, all of a sudden I see a deer in the thicket staring back at me. He struts his antlers like it's a crown. His soft brown fur that blends in with the ground. his gentle hooves that don't make a sound. He is the king of the forest, and I must bow down. A deer in the thicket, staring back at me. He turns around and runs into the trees. Not stuck on a path, allowed to roam free. Oh, how I wish that were me. So, what do you think? Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. Natsuki smiles proudly. I think that I get the symbolism. The deer represents a sort of desire to be free. To follow your passions, yeah? Ah, yeah, that's about right. I see, I see. Yeah, I like the symbolism. Is this your first time writing about something nature-related? Yeah, why? Oh well, this is just my opinion. But I feel like you could have been a bit more descriptive. Huh? What do you mean? Well, what really makes your poems unique, it's how they convey complex ideas with simpler words and phrases. But nature, if you look at this from a certain angle, it doesn't really all that complex, it's just pretty. And when describing something pretty, typical descriptive words would work better. I get that nature wasn't the primary focus of the poem, but I think more descriptive words would have added to it. You know what I mean? Natsuki looks at me quizzically. Strangely enough, I don't really see any anger in the expression, just more just skepticism. Finally she speaks up. Since when did you become a poem expert? Huh? What are you talking about? Are you kidding me? You sounded like Monica there. Not gonna lie, I did not expect that. Well, what can I say? You've had an effect on me. Oh really? How so? Well, you've taught me how to look at poems more constructively. And my style is very much like yours. Well, I would be lying if I said I haven't been listening to your constructive criticism. So yeah, I found myself smiling. I hand back Natsuki's poem. Hey, you wanna read some more Perfect Girls or something? Ah, sure. Cool. I'll go grab it. Usual spot? Yep, gotcha. Natsuki goes to sit by the wall while I grab the book from my bag. Which volume are you on, by the way? 8 or 9, I can't remember. 8. Ah, I sit down next to Natsuki opening the novel where I had left off the night before. Hey, I remember you mentioning that you would be open to baking some more or something. I'm free tomorrow, so, like, if you want to. I would love to. Really? Of course, I had a blast baking with you back during the festival. I would be glad to do it again. Sure, that sounds good. What time do you want to come over? 2? Would that work? Works just fine. Okay, cool. Alright, now, where were we? Okay, everyone, I would like you all to come to the front. I have an idea you guys might want to hear. Here we go again. Alright, never mind, I guess. I swear, she times it perfectly just to mess with us. Not gonna lie, it does sound like that. All I can do is shrug and Natsuki and I join Yuri and Sayuri in the front of the room. So guys, as you know, Halloween is coming up pretty soon. Not again. Not a festival again. Let's not do that again. Please, Monica, let's not do that again. So Sayuri and I were talking and she suggested that we could have a Halloween party. Thoughts? A Halloween party? How many people are we taking exactly? Oh, just us. It's more like a get-together than a full-blown party. Yeah, we could all dress up, play games and share ghost stories. Or better yet, we could all write horror poems and share them. I see a slight flicker on Yuri's eyes when Monica mentions horror poems. Well, yeah, she's into horror and stuff. Not gonna lie, I do like horror, like books. Now when it comes to movies, I don't enjoy them all much. Like, some movies I can take in easily, like The Nun, and some of the movies, but when it's movies like Annabelle and that stuff, yeah, count me out. I mean, there are nice horror movies, there are funny horror movies, comical even, like Scary Movie. It's not horror, it's just comic. But other horror movies are just like, nah. Like, Nun is easy to digest. Cause me and my brother, when we were watching, we were always making fun of the movie. Like, some parts did help us making some jokes. So yeah, some movies are easy to digest, the others are just meh. And others are just, please don't put that in front of me. So yeah, I see a slight flicker in Yuri's eyes when Monica mentions horror poems. I think that could be fun, if you guys want to do that, that is. Natsuki 6. Do they have to be horror poems? Well, it's Halloween, isn't it? If you really want to, Natsuki, you can write about something different. No, it's fine, I can manage. It's just we haven't shared poems since the festival. As predicted, the club room goes silent. The tension in the air is painfully apparent. And all it took was mention of the festival. Sayori and I exchange glances before Monica finally breaks the awkward silence. That is true. Well, I guess this will be where we start that up again. Monica Vaz begins to trail off, but I start talking before the club devolves into another awkward silence. What about food? Good question. Looking I could bake cookies. Does that sound good? Yeah, that sounds fine. I'm down. Great, how about drinks? Yuri? Me? I guess I could bring some refreshments. Excellent, thank you, Yuri. Sayori and I will bring chips and things like that. I have one question, Monica. Yeah, what is it? Where would we be having the party? Right here in the clubroom. Wait, assuming we'll be having a party while it's dark out, wouldn't the school be closed? Yes, it will be. After seeing the devious grin on Sayori's face, I finally get it. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm down, let's do it. You guys couldn't possibly be suggesting we break into the school? Bingo! Well, that's not a bad idea. I like that thought. I like that. I would, in real life, I would be down to that. I would really be down to that. Or better than that, we could go to the haunted house. Imagine Halloween night having a party in a haunted house. Doesn't it sound good? Come on. Sayori. Monarchy, let's say you're talking to this. Well, truth be told, that's the one part I'm not particularly keen on. Maybe we could have it in one of our houses? Asking. No way. My dad would never let me have a party at our house. Come on, screw having it at our houses. Let's break into the school. That's the spirit. We could get into so much trouble. Come on, Yuri, live a little. Besides, you know how creepy it will be school during the night. You can't compare that to hosting it at one of your our houses. Alec is right, the school will be perfect. You know, Sayori, I never took you for a rule breaker. I'm actually kinda impressed. Sayori smiles a devilish grin. Yes, indeed, like Yuri said. I guess we all have a little devil inside all of us. Yeah, Sayori always had a mischievous side to her. Don't be so mean. Alright, sorry. You know I'm right though. Sayori begins to jokingly pout, inciting a smile from me. If you guys really insist, well, if everyone else is okay with it, then I suppose the school will do. Let's break into the school, it will be so much fun. Oh, before I forget, Yuri, yes? Do you think you could do something atmosphere related for the party, like what you did with the festival? Yuri closes her eyes and takes a breath. Yes, of course. It won't be exactly like the festival, if that's alright. Yeah, no problem. We'll sort out the finer details later, so don't worry. I believe I won't like what will come next, but still, this is intriguing. I will be looking forward to this Halloween party. So, poems, ghost stories, food, what else? Oh, costumes. Yes, costumes. Thank you, Sayori. Do we have to? Come on, Aski, please. It will be fun, I swear. Fine, I'll dress up. Thank you. I can't wait to see what everyone will come up with. I would like wear a horror sun stuff. It will be nice. Or dust suns as well. Maybe I could do something even more spooky, but still. I'm not like the creative kind of person when it comes to costumes, so meh. I mean, when I was in 9th grade, my Halloween mask was a horror suns mask designed by me. I don't know if I still have it. Probably not. Maybe maybe my mom threw it into the trash can. I don't know. But I liked it. It was a nice one. Still, let's go. I can't wait to see what everyone will come up with. It'd surely be a sight to see. There's a general murmur of agreement between everyone. Alright, well, I think that's about it. And would you look at that, right on time. Good talk today, guys. See you later. So I guess we'll be having a Halloween party. It's Saturday. Natsuki's coming over again, and I'm stressing out like it's the festival all over again. Mainly just because my house is a mess. Alright, well, I have an hour before Natsuki gets here. I better get to cleaning. Or not. I reluctantly head to the door and let Natsuki in. Hey, Natsuki, you're an hour early. So, what does it matter? Well, I step out of the way, off the door frame and point towards the living room. I was gonna clean, was being the key word. Okay, I see a point. That is messy. Oh, be quiet. Natsuki laughs and jokingly jabs me in the arm. Alright, well, come on. We ha- we don't have all day. I'm coming, I'm coming. Natsuki steps inside and heads straight for the kitchen. She wastes no time plopping her bag of supplies down and getting straight to work. I brought something we need. Brought everything we need, so we don't have to go to the out shopping this time. Yeah. What are we making exactly? I was thinking cookies this time. Love cupcakes, but let's switch it up a little bit. Sounds good to me. Alright, you can do the frosting. I'll do the dog. Why can't I do the dog? Because I don't trust you with the... Besides, frosting is the best part of the cookies. I don't see why you're complaining. Alright, fine. Frosting that needs powdered sugar and butter. And milk. Yes, and milk. Mix the sugar and butter first and then beat in the milk. Don't do it all at once. I hear ya. I reach into Natsuki's bag and pull out the necessary ingredients. Tray are under the oven, by the way. I figured. Just making sure. I pull a large mixing bowl out of the cupboards and begin making the frosting. Sugar and butter, just like she said. Beat the milk. Once it's finally done, she grabs some pumpkin-shaped cookie cutters from her bag and begins making little pumpkin-shaped cookies. That's a lot less dog than last time. Well, this is only for us. We don't have to cater for an entire crowd this time. Thank God. You could say that again. Have you noticed how tense Literature Club has been? Of course I have. Anyone with half a brain could. It's all because of that stupid festival. The festival. We sure have grown. Thanks for sticking up for me, though. I know I was being mean to Monica, but I'm not proud of it. Well, you apologize, yeah? I did, but everything's still awkward. Yeah, that is a problem. Well, I would say just give it time. The Halloween party is in a couple of days. I'm sure everything will be less tense after a night of partying. I guess you're right. It just sucks that we have to deal with all of this. You could say that again. I do appreciate it though. It was really nice of you. Natsuki looks up at me. Our eyes meet, but only for a split second before she turns away. Not mentioning Natsuki. Ding, looks like the cookies are done. Wait, did she even put them in the oven already? Guess that means I better get back to the frosting. Here, let me see how you're doing. Natsuki walks over to my workstation and inspects the bowl. Not bad. Practice makes perfect, huh? Natsuki snickers and jokingly rolls her eyes. Add in the food coloring now. I'll get to work on the chocolate. On it. Let's go. It took about 20 minutes, but Natsuki and I have finally frosted and decorated the cookies so they look like little pumpkins. With the sheet of cookies laid out on the table, Natsuki and I take a step back and admire our hard work. The best part of cooking, admiring your creation. Isn't the best part eating it? Actually, yeah, you're right. Speaking of which, Natsuki snatches a cookie off the tray and shoves it into her mouth. Hey, I thought these were for the party. Natsuki just smiles at me. Fine, then I'm taking one. Go ahead. They won't know. Grab a cookie and take a bite out of it. Holy crap. I outdid it myself with this frosting. Natsuki jabs me in the arm. Screw you. I laugh and Natsuki joins in. After grabbing one more cupcake, we start packing away. Alright. I'll see you later. I'll take the cookies and I'll meet you in school tomorrow, okay? Oh, I thought I was gonna walk with you from your house. Nah, I'll meet you in school. Okay. Natsuki starts off and I close the door behind her. Well, that was a bit weird. Oh well, I still had a lot of fun. Man, I really need to find more excuses for us to bake stuff together. That isn't called friendship. You have a crush on a little girl. That is being a lolicon. I should call FBI. Yeah, probably is the best idea I would have. FBI, come on. This guy is a fucking lolicon, but it's the choice I made, so I would be dooming myself. Being a criminal is not easy. Let's see what the future holds for us. Here we go. The refreshing crispness in the air. The vibrant flurry of reds and oranges and yellows gently swirling down from the treetops. Is definitely autumn. And with autumn comes Halloween. While I'm not in horror as much as someone like Yuri, I've always enjoyed Halloween. Well, I always enjoy trick-or-treat. So man, it gives you a good excuse to indulge in all things horror. Not to mention prank friends and enemies. Man, Sayuri and I used to go all out on each other when it came to Halloween pranks. Speaking of, she's late as usual. Sayuri, there you are. Hurry up or we'll miss out on all the fun. I'm going as fast as I can. Holy shit, that's a good ass costume. I'll take that. I'll take a print screen. Let's go. This is a fucking good one. God dang. Dang, girl. I took a little nap after school, so I was putting on my costume. A little nap, huh? Something tells me that this nap was more than just a cat nap. Well, you still look pretty nice at least. A cowgirl, huh? Liking the Halloween twists on it. Has a really cool vibe to it. You look great as well. Haven't seen you in a costume for ages. It's really bringing back memories. Ah, thanks, yeah. Can you believe that I actually put effort into this? I laughed to myself. There I was, thinking I would outgrown Halloween. Yet here I am. I would like to see his costume though. Well, you have to. It's Halloween after all. I just wondered what the others are gonna look like. A question lingers in my head as we make our way to school. Along the way I spot a couple of other people also dressed up. One guy doesn't look too out of the ordinary. Brown fedora, red and green sweater. It's his glove that's the giveaway. It sports a row of blades. Yup, I guess you know who it is. And also do I. Upon closer inspection, his face looks charred and burned. Impressive makeup, to say the least. Sayuri flinches as she passes him. Well, I don't like the look of that guy. I bet he'll give me nightmares. Oh, believe me, you don't wanna see that guy in your nightmares. That will mean you're dead. Yeah, you're pretty much dead. Whether that was an intentional pun or not, but for debate. Oh, look at them. Can't help but grin as I see what Sayuri is pointing at. A group effort with one person in a brown Great Dane dog, Anazi. Next to him stands a nervous-looking guy with the shaggy brown hair, while a confident-looking blonde man leads the pack, accompanied by two women. It's a pretty big contrast from the costume we saw beforehand. The walk to school feels more like a parade, with a variety of characters ranging from horror to cute, western to eastern. Let's keep going. A creepy-looking pale girl with jet black hair covering her face ambles past us without a word. Sayuri clings to me. Yeah, who would that be? Why do people have to dress up so scarily? Well, it is Halloween. I know. It's just that some of these costumes and the makeup are so convincing. I squeeze her hand gently. Sayuri, they're just people having fun. Look, I'll say hello to the next one. You'll see they're just celebrating Halloween. There's nothing to be afraid of. She doesn't look very convinced, but nods away anyway. The next person who walks to us doesn't look too scary. Kinda looks like a janitor, with dark overalls and an expressionless white mask. Sure, the mask is a bit unsettling, but at least he kind of mind he's got a huge knife. Hey, nice costume. The masked man doesn't reply, although he does stop walking now. He's just standing there wordlessly looking at both of us. Don't think this is doing Sayuri any favors. You, on your way to the party? No response. He tilts his head and his fingers fiddle with the hilt of the knife. Well, Sayuri tugs on my sleeve as the man carries on walking. Maybe he was a mime. Sure, let's go with that. If it turns away, I'll break its neck. Night school looks neat. The school grounds look completely different at night, with the lights out and the usual noises absent. The whole building has a totally different vibe. Can't help but shiver slightly as we draw closer. It's crazy how the hustle and bustle of the place really brings it to life. With all of that gone, the sleeping school looks like the typical haunted buildings you see in horror movies. The windows devoid of any light are sinister and uninviting. The faint light of the noon basks to the ground in a ethereal glow. In a way, we must be the only students who are breaking into school to celebrate Halloween. Hardly the most wild of places to break into, but the sight in front of me confirms that it's perfect for the festivity. Hey, don't tell me you're scared, Sayuri. Hey, you are too. I puff my chest out in the comedic display of fox and bravado. Yaga. I'm not. She playfully rolls her eyes. If you say so. By the way, where are the others? Right behind you. I can't help but let out a yelp of surprise as an unexpected voice causes me to jump out of my skin. Meanwhile, Siri is in furious fit of giggles, shaking with laughter. Hey, what's so funny? Don't tell me you weren't scared either. I saw her coming. A witch? Yeah. Monica holds an expression torn between sympathy and amusement. But still, her hair looks better like this. Gotta say, her hair looks good like this. I'm taking that. Sorry, but it was too good of an opportunity to pass up. You should have seen your face. Wait, you should have seen your reaction. I pull a face. Very funny. Nice costume, by the way. She does a twirl. Thank you. I wasn't sure what to go with in the end. It felt weird putting on a costume. I can't even remember the last time I did anything for Halloween. I'm guessing this is the first time you've broken into school, huh? You shouldn't be proud of that. Ah, come on, Monica, where is your rebellious teenage spirit? You're a witch, after all. Aren't they meant to get up to mischief? Yeah, come on. It'll be a lot of fun. No one will find out. In all the excitement of preparing for Halloween, I totally forgot that Monica was a perfect student. Well, you got that right. The thought of breaking in, especially into school, must be completely foreign to her. Still, sometimes you've gotta have a little fun. Today of all days as, well, a wry smile works its way onto her face, just for today. Well, where are the others? Where is Yuri and Natsuki all of a sudden? As it turns out, breaking into school is kinda easy. That or we just got lucky, we managed to find windows that's unlocked. The interior of the darkened school looks just as spooky as the exterior. My imagination is doing me no favors. Every sound we make seems exceedingly unwelcome, like we've stumbled into a den of a monster. Even with Sayuri and Monica near me, I can't help but feel uneasy. I was all for the idea of breaking into school, but now that we're actually inside, it's only just dawning on me how creepy darkened schools really are. Buddy, have you ever walked into a abandoned, what was its name? Yeah. An abandoned house in the middle of the night in Halloween? Well, no. Well, I actually did, with a couple of friends and my brother and some cousins. It's neat, but it's scary as fuck. Either way. I swear I heard a rumor that a couple of years ago a student committed suicide in this very school. Did she hang herself? I shiver as I simultaneously try to block out the memory and remember more of it. No, that wasn't it. She just disappeared one day. No trace of her, almost like her very being was just deleted. Gone, like that. I mentally shake myself. No, that didn't happen. Would that be Libitina? Would that be her? Oh no, I really don't want to find out. These are just silly rumors that school kids like to spread to creep each other out. But a part of me can't help but imagine. What if that actually did happen? Would her ghost still be roaming these very halls, twisted with vengeance, prowling for victims? What if... Here we are. Monica's voice snaps me out of my spectral spiel. We're outside the clubroom. I can spot Yuri and Natsuki inside, poring over a pumpkin carving. It's a shame we're doing it in this room. Huh? Why? Well, it's Halloween, right? The classroom opposite to us is where that one student hung herself. I freeze as Monica winks at me opening the door. Okay, that was a good one. That was a good one. Wait, for real. Holy shit. We're fucking doomed. Holy shit. Hey, this decoration looks nice. Hey guys, it's look great. Yuri blushes. It looks like she's gone for some sort of gothic vampire outfit, which, given her taste in horror and poetry, it's a really good fit. Not gonna lie, it looks pretty nice. Yeah, the person who made this mod. You're amazing, pal. Look at this. His arts are amazing. Still, let's take a print screen. Quick print scan. Thank you, Monica. It is quite enjoyable to express my love for her in this way. Poems are of course gratifying to write, but this makes a nice change. Suri wanders over trying to figure out what Yuri meant to be. Are you a vampire? Yes, a gothic one. In the vein of Anne Rice's vampires. It's not too dark, is it? Relax here, it's Halloween. It's pretty much a day dedicated to horror. It's fitting. Really like yours as well, Nasky. Pretty spooky. Spooky, scary skeletons. Oh, that should be our name for today. So you, where the heck are you? Not spooky. Okay, it's not that bad. That's your new name. It's super fitting. Nasky looks at Monica and Yuri in a desperate plea. After getting no response, she sinks deeply and starts up again. Well, she looks nice. Her hair also looks nice. Well, the brain's carrying. And what am I supposed to look like? She kinda looks like Papyrus, but without the armor. Oh well. After getting no response, she sinks deeply and starts up again. Sayuri? Yeah, that is literally the stupidest thing I've ever heard all day. Everyone but Sayuri breaks out into laughter. Hey, that's super mean. Sorry, but it's the truth. But it's cute. Cute? I'm a skeleton. How in the world is that cute? Some people think Sans is cute. What have you what have you to say against that? Come on. It's Halloween. This day is supposed to be like the opposite of cute. Well, I won't lie, that's a pretty fitting name, Natsuki. She grins. Sorry. Oh, come on, Yuri could have come up with a better nickname. Yuri? Ah, you're putting me on the spot here, Natsuki. To her credit, at least she didn't call her Natsuki. Okay, sorry, I really can't deny Sayuri your moment of glory. Fine, but only if I get to give her a dumb nickname too. Wait, Sayuri, what exactly are you? A cowgirl, right? Sayuri tips her head down and adopts a southern cowboy drawl. It's high noon. Well, not a very good name. There's silence for a moment. If you listen closely, you can almost hear the tumbleweed going by. Fitting for a cowboy at least. My name is Dio Brando, and this is the world. No. Ah, Sayuri, it's midnight. It's high noon then. You've been watching too many spaghetti westerns, Sayuri. Spaghetti? No, I'm just hungry. This is a part of the reason why I like Halloween. It really brings everyone together, even if the premise of the festivity is a bit dark. I figured you like Halloween the most, Yuri. It's pretty much a day dedicated to horror. Although it's pretty great seeing a skeleton, a cowboy, a vampire and a witch all in the same room. Not exactly every day you get to see that. I just remembered all the silly things we would get up to. All the pranks at the scary movies. Yeah, it's pretty silly, but that's what makes it fun. Plus, I can't wait to scare you all with my ghost story. It's gonna be the best. Oh, Natsuki. Please don't make it too scary. We already passed a bunch of people in terrifying outfits in the way here. Yes, indeed. You did. I didn't. Wait, let me see something. I know who was the first guy with the claw glove. I just don't remember his name. So I know the name of the movie. It's Nightmare on Elm Street, isn't it? Nightmare on Elm Street, yeah. I just need to know the name of this fucking guy. Freddy Krueger, yeah, that's it. Freddy Krueger, yeah. Okay, so Freddy Krueger, exactly. This horrible guy with the glove made of knives. Yeah, Freddy Krueger. You smell softly, no surprise you recognize a character. You won't sleep well tonight, will you, Sayuri? Sorry, Sayuri. Can't make any promises. We all share a collective laugh as Sayuri pouts. Speaking of festivities, I brought something that I believed would contribute to the intoxicating nature of the mysticism of Halloween. Please don't tell me you brought a Ouija. It's rather decent, but since it's a special occasion, Yuri slides a slender black wine bottle out of her bag. Let's go! Its glass takes on a alluring shine beneath the fluorescent lights. I was able to find a nice shanty. Eh? Yuri! Is that apple cider, Yuri? No, it's wine. No, I think that's wine. I have done something wrong again, haven't I? Oh, I don't think alcoholical drinks are allowed on school grounds now, are they? Not to mention that we're underage, anyway. Although that's never really stopped anyone from drinking. That's right, since 7 I drink, so meh. I'm sorry, just thought that given that we were trespassing anyway. I don't know what I was thinking, and now the atmosphere is ruined too. It's fine, at least you didn't bring it during regular club meeting. Just be careful not to let anyone catch you with it. I'll have to admit though, you're the last person I would have expected bringing something like that here. Yuri must be under the influence of the witching hour or something. Yuri does it. There's still an hour or so until the witching hour. You know what I mean? Hey, it's okay. It will just add to the story. Sure, let me have some sip of that wine. Let me have some of that wine. Or maybe let me have the whole bottle, I guess I need it. The story? Yeah, you know, the story that we'll be telling people later about tonight. Hey, you better leave that not spooky stuff out of it. Nope, Sayuri. Not spooky. Alright, cut it out too. To be honest though, I am a bit curious about how the wine tastes. Oh, come on, Monica, aren't you supposed to be the responsible one here? You're right. She casts a wistful gaze at the wine as she says that though. Yeah, she wants the wine. Not gonna lie, I prefer... Well, I do like wine, depending on which one it is. Red wine is good. I don't like white wine. And also I don't like green wine. It's shitty. Either way, Sayuri Natsuki seems to be glancing at the bottle curiously as well, while Yuri accidentally stows it back into her bag. Okay everyone, let's move along to the main event, shall we? Who wants to share their poems first? Let's go with Natsuki. The dark. Sometimes I lie awake at night, sitting in a room devoid of light, and think about the monsters waiting in the dark. I can't even imagine what they look like. Maybe sharp claws and skin lined with spikes. Maybe a mouth that could swallow me whole. Maybe red eyes that could pierce my soul. They could eat me right now if they wanted. Yet they wait. Waiting for me to close my eyes, waiting for me to dream of the light, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. But now I'm thinking about the monsters and I'm still lying awake in the dark. That's a good poem. I like that. Yeah, I know it's not great. Actually, I quite like it, Natsuki. It's pretty obvious that horror is something out of your comfort zone. But you did an exceptional job at combining your style of writing with horror. Fear is a complex emotion, so it's a challenge putting it into simple words. But I would say you did it quite well. I would have to agree with Monica. Fear isn't something that it's meant to be completely understood. The complexity behind that person fears and why they're afraid of it, it's almost unfathomable. Your poem is about the fear of the dark, or more specifically a fear of the unknown, yes? Yeah, just I don't like not knowing what's there. Don't like not feeling safe. My poem is all about how your imagination plays tricks on you when you're in the dark. You know there's no such thing as monsters, but like, you can never be completely sure. That's what scares me, that uncertainty. I can relate. But as I was saying, it's certainly a feat of encapsulating something as complex as fear into 4 simple stanzas. Natsuki smiles proudly. What can I say? I'm good at what I do. Well, yeah, well done, Nap. That's spooky. Sayuri, if you say that one more time, I'll... Anyway, moving on. Yeah, why not Sayuri, since you said it? My old friend. Okay, wait a bit. Okay. My old friend, there is a dark and hollow thing that follows close and to me clings. It sticks to me and turns in turn when I spin around and discern, in the dark, in the deep, the faintest shape that it keeps. Wait a bit. Okay, let's keep going. It goes away when the sunlight shines. The shine sweet and warm and kind. But does it really? Is it gone? Or does it secretly keep on? Is it really hiding there, staring from beneath the chair, glaring from the top the stairs, nowhere but yet everywhere, in the corner or in the gap? I stare in and it looks back, waiting, waiting, waiting down, draining, draining, draining out. It's nice. Okay, everyone's like this. That was a very interesting theory. I always enjoy seeing a poet step out of their comfort zone a little bit, especially when it comes to writing horror. What do you mean? You typically don't write darker poems, correct? Unless I've misinterpreted. No, you're right. This was a real change of pace and it was fun. Haha, well, I'm glad my suggestions has gone down well then. I figured it would be fitting for the occasion. Haha, don't give her too much praise. She'll start thinking she's the next Stephen King. Hey, I would be a great horror writer. Actually, no, wait, I wouldn't. I'm not big on like, actually scary stuff. Makes sense. What's this poem about anyway? Oh, well, it's about whatever you think it's about. Are you trying to sound like Yuri? No, silly. I didn't write it with a specific thing in mind. It can be about whatever you fear the most. Hiding away, always there, never leaving. Even when you think it's all sunshine and rainbows, it never truly goes away. So it can be whatever you think it is. A terrible secret, a scary monster, a shouted fear of the dark. It could be made up, or it could be real. It doesn't just scare you. Maybe whatever it is drains you as well. Bit by bit. And it makes it scary, it's knowing it's always there. Holy crap. It's safe to say that no one expected that from her. Neither did I. What the fuck? What the fuck are you into, Sayori? The temporary silence in the room confirms that. Natsuki frowns, evidently nonplussed by what you just heard. Even the cool, calm, collected Monica looks like taken aback. Yuri, on the other hand, smiles contentedly, seemingly unfazed by the somber explanation coming from Sayori's mouth. Wow, okay, it's not just me who didn't see that coming, right? Laughter fills the club room. I mean it, Sayori. Your use of metaphors and use of darker thematic imagery was very refreshing to see. Just do me a favor and don't turn into another Yuri, okay? Natsuki. Kidding, haha. It was great. Ah, you guys. Let's go. Yuri seems, well, she's the scary one. Ethereal, somber sounds of midnight malice float around a chastised chalice, riding otherworldly winds, leather tore from nails pinned. A looming figure takes my hands, leading me through it, a sympathy scanned. Cumbersome weights ride my shoulders, with the serenity of falling boulders. Their words are muffled by lament. A false reassuring fails to dent the fierce facade of fleeting fear. Time is lost no longer here. Cobalt nerves fractured soul, with the luminescent of coal. Clacking footsteps from below, echo, 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 echo. For a moment the room is silent. Oh no, I went too far, didn't I? No, it's just the kind of thing we're looking for. Would you like to tell us what you were thinking when you wrote this? Okay, Yuri takes a deep breath. It's a bit hard to describe. Sometimes there are nights where my mind just seems to be full of noise. Nights where I can hear. She trails off absentmindedly. Did she get caught up in her own poem that much? Hey, hurt the Yuri? Ah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get sidetracked. It's okay, Yuri, don't feel like you have to rush. Yeah, take your time. Right, well, as I was saying, I wanted to try and capture the feelings one might have on a bit of the dark at night. Wait, aren't all nights dark? It's a metaphor, Sayuri. Yes, Sayuri, it's a metaphor. Come on. I think Yuri's trying to talk about when people are going through a difficult time. Well, that could be it. I don't think it is. That's right. Well, guess I was wrong. The dead of night can be the very fickle. It can be a peaceful time as the world around us winds down. But sometimes being alone with your thoughts can be terrifying. This poem was an attempt to reclaim one of that darkness. Well, I think you did a great job with that. Same. Same. Yeah, really liked it. You did? Thank you. Well, now Monica, let's see what you did for her. Reverie, I wake up, cold, black night, silent and still. I fall to my knees, splinter in my head. Dust in the air, cold. Where am I? I reach for the light I need. Is it there? The switch is pressed. I feel the warmth on my face and my hands and my arms and I wake up. It's dark all over, cold. Silent and numb, I reach my hand out. I have no eyes to see, but I can feel it. I press the switch. The warmth fills me. The dark comes again. I die again. I wake up. Noise in my ears? Voices? Cold. I reach out and feel nothing. Where is it? Wasn't it real? Wasn't it here? Everyone reaches but nobody can touch it. The dark comes again. We all die again. I wake up. Here again? Monica bows a little bit after she finishes. I mull over what she's read. Don't really get it. That sounded like something Yuri would have written. Oh, is that a bad thing? Of course not. What does reverie mean? I don't think I've heard it before. It's an English word that means something like having a pleasant daydream, but it comes from a French word that means madness. Appropriate for Halloween, isn't it? Monica's smile is looking a bit more sinister than normal somehow. How cultured. Yuri looks like distressed at the implication of nasty sarcasm, and the idea that Monica's poem sounded like something that she might have written. Do both meanings relate to the poem? You could say that. What do you mean? It reflects on how blissful your act can make the pain go away. For a little while. Okay, maybe Monica is having a hard time. Where's my poem? Alright guys, all your poems have been pretty good so far, but just wait until you hear mine. An evil grin stretches across my face as I whip out my own poem. If you're this confident, I'll be looking forward to your recitation. Did you put extra effort into this one? Well, not quite. What's that supposed to mean? It's not a poem that I wrote myself. But I promise you that it is very appropriate for the occasion. This is a poem that has an urban legend attached to it. Supposedly, if you read it out loud, you'll be cursed so that something tragic happens to you. Maybe even death. What? Hey, that's so scary. I know, right? It's great. This poem is titled Tommy Knows Hell, written by a poet named Seijo Yasu. And it just so happens that this is the poem that I will be reading to you all at this very moment. Look, don't do it. What if something really bad happens to you? Yeah, right. It's called an urban legend for a reason, you know. Emphasis on legend, and in something that it's not real. Still, I would like to see the date on all the people who've read the poem so far. And satisfying statistically speaking, it's likely that something tragic will happen to you anyway. I find that there's always some element of truth behind the stories though. Of course, this truth might not reflect in the literal meaning of the stories and legends, however there's likely a message behind the legend. Slenderman, what's the message behind that one? Yeah, I'm not gullible enough to believe any of this stuff though. Right guys, let's settle down. You can all voice your thoughts after I read it. Tommy knows hell. Elder sister vomits blood, younger sister breathing fire, while sweet little Tomino just spits up the jewels. All alone does Tomino go falling into that hell. A hell of utter darkness. I don't feel like reading this because it might really something bad happen to me, but still. You guys want this, so let's go. Oh, love of the darkness without even flowers. It's Tomino big sister, the one who whips him. The purpose of the scourging hangs in darkness in darkening his mind, lashing and thrashing him. But never quite shattering. One sure path to Avicii, the eternal hell. Into the blackest of hells, guide him now, I pray, to the golden sheep, to the light, to the nightingale. How much did he put in that leather pouch? Wait a bit. Well, I'm back. How much did he put in that leather pouch to prepare for this trek to the eternal hell? Spring is coming. To the valley, to the wood, to the spiraling chasm of the blackest hell. The nightingale in her cage, the sheep aboard the wagon, and tears well up in the eyes of a sweet little Tomino. Sing, oh nightingale, in the vast misty forest. He screams, he only misses his little sister. His wailing desperation echoes throughout hell. A fox peony opens its golden petals. Down past the 7 mountains and 7 rivers of hell, the solitary journey of sweet little Tomino. Hell has 9 circles, he is almost there. If in this hell they be found, may they then come to me please, those sharp spikes of punishment from Needle Mountain. Not just on some empty whim, his flesh pierced with blood-red pins. They serve as hellish signposts for sweet little Tomino. Not sure if it's just me overthinking it, but I feel strange chill running down my spine after reading that. Hey, that was seriously too scary. It was alright. I should probably downplay it, at least for Sayori's sake. I have to agree with Sayori. It had a very creepy, old-fashioned feel to it. After hearing that, I wouldn't doubt that something bad looms in your future. Monica, personally I found that poem quite beautiful. Of course, it's certainly eerie. But there are a lot of symbolisms and metaphors that I could pick out just from hearing that one reading. I think that I'll have to look into his poem more in my free time. Psst, you guys think that was scary? It was pretty meh in my opinion. The poet was clearly trying too hard to be edgy and smart. If I may respectfully disagree, the tone of word choice of the poem matches in content. It's not written that way simply to be edgy. After all, I understand it correctly. Tomino was banished to hell for murdering his own parents. Eh? Wait, how did you catch on that? How did you get that out of the poem? Well, mentions that Tomino is on the way to Avicii, that the lowest of hells in Buddhism. And killing one's parent is one way that you get sent there, so this is about Buddhism stuff? Yeah. I don't doubt that something bad will happen to this young fella. And killing one's parent is one way that you get sent there. Oh well, whatever, I still don't like it. Well, you guys can agree or to disagree. But whether you like the poem or not, you would have to agree that it and the legend attached to it are very interesting, right? I mean, I guess. Look, I'm gonna have to keep a good eye on you from now on, just in case the legend comes true. Sir, there's probably a bigger chance that something bad will happen to you first, given how clumsy you are. Hey, we all share a laugh with Sayori joining in after a moment of pounding. Guys, this has been so enjoyable. It's fun to scare your friends with silly pranks and dressing up, also a lot of fun. Although, I don't really like horror that much. It's just so scary to think that could be out there. Well, stop being chicken, Sayori. Hey, you're the one who got scared by Monica earlier. The girls all laugh at my expense. As I let out a groan, she's never gonna let me live this one down. Touché. And wait, it's ghost story time, right? I don't really know many ghost stories, to be honest. Sorry, but I looked into the internet to find some. Most were super long, like this one about a... what was it? Some kind of sleep experiment. Sorry, you're rambling. Oh, oops. Sorry, I'm new to telling scary stories. I'm curious though, guys. What sides of our sound scary? I'll be honest with you, silence scares me, especially after I've read a gripping horror story. To be fair, I'm kinda like that too. Is it just me who finds reversed music really creepy? It depends on the music you reverse, you know. My piano teacher showed me a few reversed pieces once. I just felt it just felt wrong to listen to, especially when there's vocals. You start hearing things that aren't there. I don't know. Come on, Nasky, there has to be something out there that creeps you out. You'll just laugh. We won't. She's right, Nasky. We all shared. What is it? Spiders, I bet. Nasky averts her eyes, talking to the floor, the noises that children's toys makes. It's like when I'm home alone and I think of like a Jack in the Box playing by itself. It would creep you guys out too. Nah, I'm with you. I've always found anything to do with children scary. Scary, especially in the dark. Well, you know, Annabelle and Chucky are here for that. They are kid toys, and they made shit. They were possessed. That's the stuff. The sound of babies crying, for example. Normally it's annoying, but if I heard it in the dark and there was no one else around, I shiver. Well, it's fitting you mentioning that. Don't you remember that argument we had on Halloween back when we were like 10? No, sir, where is this going? We were both on our way to a Halloween party. It was pretty quiet out, so you could hear everything. I heard the sound of a baby crying, but it wasn't coming from inside anyone's house or anything. There weren't many people on the streets either, and it definitely wasn't one of them. It was coming from down a dark hallway. A chill runs down my spine as I remember exactly that incident she's talking about. I remember I wanted to go out and investigate. I was scared it was a toddler in danger, but it didn't let me. You were too chicken to. Hey, okay. We were just in a rush, but anyway, pretty creepy, right? Guess I can kinda see what you mean about babies crying being creepy. It depends. If you're alone at home, yeah. If you're with your family, it's just annoying. Little toddlers. I was a bit scared myself. Looking back, I'm glad you convinced me not to go. Guess being a wimp has its perks, huh? Yuri, Sayuri, and Natsuki all laugh. Monica, however, looks like she's been slapped in the face. Guys, do you not realize how lucky you are? You were, eh? Oh god, you guys have no idea. What? Sorry, did anything seem a little bit off about that baby's cry? Sorry scrunches up her face in an attempt to recall. No, not really. Well, it did sound a bit repetitive though. Like the cries didn't change much. Monica's voice shakes as she replies. Guys, that's what serial killers do, to lure out young women. I can't help but burst out laughing. You shouldn't. What, pretend to be babies? Come on, Monica, you had me going for a second there. You kinda ruined the punchline. It's not a joke, though. It's real. It's not just... They don't pretend being babies. They put the baby records there. A young woman with good heart would probably think, okay, there's a baby in danger. Let's go see what it is, since it's a baby cry. Once they get closer to the hallway, if it's dark, they take the opportunity and just stab. If you know what I mean. So yeah, she is not wrong. She is actually right. You shouldn't laugh about that, pal. That was a really low blow. She looked straight into my eyes. No, They record a clip of baby cries and hide the speaker in a dark place. They prey on women's maternal instincts because they know they're attracted to the sounds of infants in distress. The laughter dies on my lips as a cold sickening silence takes in place. Oh my god. That's why the cries didn't sound natural. They just recorded a small segment and replayed it over and over. It all makes sense now. The unnatural cries in the dark hallway. And also, since it's Halloween night, it fits the description. Because if it's Halloween, everyone can... A mother can easily... Wait. Since it's Halloween, a murder can easily get like in the middle of people like it was just a fantasy. Holy shit, I never gave that thought about that, but still, that's pretty freaky. How the fuck do you know about that? The meticulous calculated effort to unsnare an unsuspecting victim. Wait, hang on. Didn't Miss Kazumi go missing around that time? Miss Kazumi used to teach Sari and I a long time ago. What happened to her exactly? Sari shrugs. We were told that she moved away suddenly to work in a different part of the country, right? People used to spread really scary, horrible rumors about what happened to her. But they don't really make sense. Hang on. She had a child of her own that year, didn't she? Oh god, she did. And my parents wouldn't really discuss her whenever I asked. They were super dismissive of the whole thing. I always wondered why. Oh my goodness. Wait, you guys actually believe that? Everybody looks at Natsuki shocked. Oh, come on. There's no way you guys almost walked into a trap. Besides, that's just an urban legend. What happened to their teacher then? She just disappeared, and Lucy's parents refused to talk about it. I don't know about you, but that just seems pretty convenient for the story. Well, maybe some things are better left off unanswered, huh? Although I do hope Sayori and I just misremembering. You're not, pal. You're really not. Like, homicides happen in Halloween nights because anyone that is sick, mentally sick, can just dress up as a murderer from a movie and, instead of a toy knife, having a real knife with them, you know? It's not that hard to hide a murderer in the middle of a Halloween party. Well, on that cheerful note, how about we move on to the next story? I'd like to nominate Natsuki. My story? Huh. Natsuki, do you not have one? Hey, I never said that. I do, but it's just... I got it off the internet. Don't like her. So if it's bad, it's not my fault, okay? Natsuki clears her throat. Anyway, it's about these two friends named Aoi and Nagiko. Basically, there was a rumor going around their high school about people seen going in and out an abandoned house on the outskirts of town. Most people thought they were just the drug dealers, but some swore by fact the house was being used by a cult of some sort. Aoi and Nariko were pretty outgoing and adventurous, so they decided one night to check the place out. They got to the house, and it's pitch black out. Luckily, Aoi had brought flashlights for the two of them. Nariko, on the other hand, brought a knife with her, just in case they ran into any trouble. They go inside and the place reeks. We're talking Lucy's room levels to stink. Hey! Everybody burst out laughing. Was that really necessary? Haha, sorry, I had to. Anyway, they look around for a bit. They find a door to the basement, the stairs to the second floor, things like that. Finally they got into the kitchen and find the source of the smell. There's some weed on the table, and it looks to be recently used. This confirms Aoi's suspicions and that it's just a drug dealer and she wants to leave. Nariko, on the other hand, still wants to snoop around for a bit. They get into an argument with each other, and Nariko calling Aoi a coward because she thinks Aoi wants to leave since she is afraid of all the rumors. Then Nariko goes, yeah, well, if you're not afraid, then go down into the basement. Ahoy gladly accepts and walks over to the basement door. Well, as soon as she opens it, she feels a sharp pain in her back, and before she can react, she gets pushed downstairs. She tumbles down the stairs, and once she hits the bottom, she realizes she can't feel her legs. Her vision is blurred, but she can barely make out the figure standing at the top of the stairs with a knife. The last thing Yayoi hears, before she passes out, it's Nariko's footsteps as she descends down the stairwell, and an old, grizzled voice say, "This one will do nicely." The very next day, Naruko and Yaoi call in sick. It's kind of a shame, really, because they miss out on all the talk about how someone heard strange animal-like crawls coming from the old abandoned house on the outskirts of town. So yeah, I hope you liked it or whatever. What happened to Naruko and Yaoi in the end? They didn't die, did they? Use your imagination. Nice turn, Natsuki. Cults usually provide a good fodder for horror stories. I think they do, I don't really know. Indeed, I've read quite a few novels involving cults. Doesn't Portrait of Markov involve something like that? Something similar, yes. Speaking of Yuri and horror stories, how about you go next, Yuri? Me? Alright then. Give it your best shot. Please, don't give it your best shot, Yuri, I beg you, please. You're walking alone, one pail. Walking alone, one pail. Autumnal, night. The moon is graceful, casting her light down below like snowdrops. As you continue down your path, something shambles behind you. You turn around to look for what it might be, but all you see is a cluster of leaves rustled by the pale air. Slowly returning, you notice the lights in every house around you going out, then flickering before fully extinguishing. With tentative steps, you advance towards one of them to investigate. Just as you're about to reach the window, you hear something snapping behind you. A broken twig is all that remains. Uncertainty floating around inside your head, you unconsciously start walking faster, away from the suburbs. Eventually you find a solace in silence. The only sound being your heartbeat. It's quiet. Nothing bad seems to be happening now. You wish. In fact, nothing at all seems to be happening. Confused, you look around and see that you're in front of your house in the street. No one is steering, nor are there any lights. Gently pacing towards your house, you go through the door. The lights are on, the television is on, but no one inside. This is unusual. You were expecting your parents to be home tonight. Had they gone out without telling you? No, that couldn't be. They always let you know where they will be. You pull out your phone and open your contacts, give them a call. However, no one is registered in there anymore. No matter how hard you try to remember, you can't call out to them. Suddenly there is a heavy knock on the door. You peer through the keyhole, but see no one. Another knock, another. You cautiously open the door, but there is still no one there. No one anywhere. How did this happen? Why are you alone in the piercing silence? Silence so loud it fills the air. You do not know, and there isn't any way for you to find out. I'm seeing where this is going. That's it? What a dumb story. Nothing even happened. Where were the scary monsters and stuff? There is no greater fear than the unknown, Natsuki. Sharp claws can be replaced for enigmatic silence cannot. What more fearful, something you know it's coming for you, or feeling safe when you're in fact not? Both? I mean, both? Like, imagining you're alone at your house, you think you're safe when you're not. It's fearful. Now imagine a thing coming towards you and you cannot defend yourself. It's also fearful. Both are fearful, for fuck's sake. Quite a somber note to end your story, Yuri. We can always count on you for a good horror tale, huh? Anyway, I'll go next. Although, a scary story. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've come up with a ghost story before. I haven't read too much horror stories either. Well, I guess that isn't a surprise. Just make one up then. It'll be funny. Well, I can't say I've tried that before. Are you trying to get off telling a story? Of course not. Now that I think about it, there is one I've heard of. Monk's expression turns serious. The mood in the room turns serious. She uses the same intensity she did for when she read her poems and everyone quiets down. Oh shit. A number of years ago, Tanabata had come along as it does every year. It's the story of a lost little girl. Where am I? She cried. She cried and cried, hoping desperately she could find someone to help her. But the little girl was alone. Nobody could hear her. But just as all hope seemed lost, she heard a voice. Isn't the night wonderful? The girl looked up. Where before there was nobody, was now a man in an elegant yukata. He wore what looked like a gnaw mask, but it was completely blank. Behind the man stood a stall masks and lanterns of all sorts hanging from it. How rude of me, the man admonished himself. Welcome, dear customer. Your heart seems unhappy. Why not take a look at my wares? The man said as he gestured to the masks behind him. Please take one. One that will bring a smile to your face. The girl looked at all masks. There were ones that looked frightening, ones that looked strange, ones that looked exotic, and many others. What about your masks, mister? The girl asked. I'm sorry, but this mask is very special. It's not for sale. The girl looked sad. I like that mask. It looks really cool. The man laughed softly. It has been called many things, but this is perhaps the first time it has been called cool. Would you like the fruit? The man asked, picking one from the tree behind him. They're sweet and delicious. The girl reached to take it, but the man pulled his hand back. Ah, they're not for children. The girl was confused. But just tonight it should be fine, he said as he offered his hand once again. In the festival of the night, children can become adults, and adults become children. Is that true? Asked the girl, and the man assured her it was. The girl took the fruit and bit into it. It wasn't like anything she had tasted before. It was almost overwhelming, but the flavor was wonderful. It's good, the girl said happily. The man laughed again. I'm glad you think so. There's plenty, so please, eat all you like. As she ate, the man took down the mask. What about this one? The girl looked at the mask. It looks like me. But she looks like a princess, the girl said in a howl. Do you like it? Please take it. But what about money? Asked the girl. I don't need money. Instead, I would like to be friends. Is that okay? Of course, the girl agreed. From now on, we are friends. I'm glad. The man said with gratitude. Why not put on your mask? The girl did so. She was overcome with a strange feeling. Why is it? She asked. Ah, at last. Long I have dreamed of this moment. My dear, my Evie, my only friend. The man smiled beneath his mask as he spoke as the light of the stars began to fade. For it is the festival of the night where children become adults and adults become children. Let it be known. Another unconventional horror story, I see. Haha, yup. I guess monster-less horror stories are more popular than you think. Rather like the mysterious one myself. It's very reminiscent of the style of Asian horror stories. You guys have weird sense of what's scary. Haha, I mean, this story isn't necessarily meant to scare you out of death. They can be just frightening, you know. Well, it is Halloween. Aren't things being supposed to be scary today? But Halloween is fun too, not just scary. Alright, you guys break it off. Let's just disagree again. Monica smiles gratefully at me, while Natsuki shoots me disgruntled look. You shouldn't have said that, pal. Anyway, guess it's my turn to tell a story. So this is something that actually happened to a friend of mine. Oh, really? Yes, really? So it happened to Sayuri then? Huh, this story is about me? Is that true? What? No, it's not. Let's just get on with the story, shall we? Right then. Right, anyway, so this friend of mine lived alone in an apartment building. He lived in the downtown area and loved to party all night. And one night, he was out as usual. However, when he stumbled back home, in the early hours of the morning, he realized that he would lost his keys and was locked out of his apartment. So he ended up having to call his landlord, who was pissed at having to wake up in the middle of the night to let him back in. But in the end, he was able to get home safely. So that's all that matters, right? I can certainly relate to that comforting feeling. Right, but when he got inside, he noticed that his keys were actually on his nightstand. So, he didn't lose them after all. They weren't an extra set that his landlord lent him. Nope. He was able to recognize them by the keychain that he attached to it. So, that's it? I'll only start the story. Can you please shut the fuck up? Pretty much, yeah. What's so scary about that? Guess you haven't realized it yet, huh? What do you mean? The apartment was locked when he got back, right? Yeah, I got that part. But his keys were still in the apartment, so how do you suppose he locked them in? Someone must have gotten into his apartment and placed them inside, then locked the door themselves from the inside. And the only sets of keys were my friend's and his landlord, so whoever it was who brought his keys back was still in the apartment when he got home. But who was it then? He never found out. Huh? You're gonna make me permanently paranoid. That was quite an enjoyable story. That was quite a good one, I must say so myself. God fucking damn it. That was a good one. Although it was short, the realization of the end definitely made up for that. Plus the story calls on the real fears of things like squatters, stalkers and killers. Who knows, maybe one of us has a squatter living in our home, in our own home, hidden away, never to be found. Stop right there, I don't even want to think about it. Okay, that story wasn't half bad. Heh, glad you all liked it. I'll have to admit, this has been pretty fun, guys. Yeah, it really has. We should do this sort of stuff more often. Sorry, Halloween only comes once a year. Oh yeah, if I make a suggestion, we all turn to look at her. Well, as it's fitting for the mood, would you like to try the Cockery-san game? Why do I feel like this will be like Bloody Mary? I don't want to. Huh? What's that? Oh, that the Ouija board thing? Isn't that just some urban legend? Oh, a Ouija. Okay, dumb, please. That's just. I don't want to talk about it. Only if you believe it is, Natsuki. A Ouija board stuff, huh? On one hand, although it's not very hard to scare me, I'm a bit skeptical about ghosts. Although I've heard from a lot of people that messing around with the dark arts is a dangerous business. I mean, we're in a dark school late at night, with no one else around. If we really did open the portal for the malevolent spirit to enter our world, who knows what could have happened. What could happen? Nah, that's a bit too far-fetched. Are you stupid or what? Say what now? I mean, it's Halloween. Think about it. It's a Halloween night. The first Halloween party, it was not a party. It was a group of people that thought that spirits would visit Earth on that very own night. So they would mask themselves as monsters, so the spirits wouldn't kill them. That was the first and the origin from Halloween. Now, you tell me that messing with spirits, it will be okay? Are you fucking serious, you dumbass shit? Well, I guess this is what I came for. At least the spooky ghost kills me. I don't want to have to do that math homework that I've been procrastinating for a week. Well, well, well. Seems a lot more tempting now. Can you tell us more, Yuri? Of course. So, Kokori's son is the name of the spirit we'll summon. The name comprises three animals: fox, cock, a dog, Ku, and a reckon, Ri. Each animal represents something different. For example, the dog is loyal and protecting, while the fox is trickster or a teacher. You can ask Kokori-san different things. You can ask who loves you, whether you'll become rich, etc. Hang on, you can ask it anything? A deadly smile crosses her face. Why don't we ask Kokori-san when we're going to die? Yuri looks aghast, nervously fiddling with a strand of hair. Natsuki, there are questions that you should ask. You shouldn't ask, and that's one of them. Like, right, that's right. Like, why would you ask when are you gonna die or how you gonna die? The only one that you could ask of that too is how you gonna die, because that way you can sorta try not to die by that. But still, everyone that tries that, it doesn't quite work. Okay, let's keep going. Nah, come on, Yuri, this is the perfect time for it. I don't think you realize what you're getting into. There are so many stories of people messing around with spirits, all ending with awful consequences. Ah, come on. Besides, it's part dog. If it starts trying to possess someone, we can just throw a stick for it. Also, it's Shinto spirit, not a demon or ghost. Natsuki is the one wearing a bone outfit, and we all know dogs love bones. So, it's just her who has to worry. Natsuki would have made a wonderful Medusa with a death glare like that. Well, seeing as we've already broken in and have some illegal contraband in our hands, she shoots a wink at Yuri, who ducks her head down blushing, adding an animalistic wraith into the mix. Well, might as well. Don't encourage them. Yay, that's a spirit. It's not. There will be a spirit, but it's not that for sure. Okay then, let's begin the preparations. Blood. Blood? Need to make blood? No, shit. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this shit. But still, what am I? Well, still, it's not me doing. They might have fun. I don't fucking care. I would not mess with spirits. I would rather not. But still, if you wanna mess with them, go ahead. Who am I to stop you? With the ritual set up and the candles dimmed, we're ready to go. We also had to open the window, which according to Yuri allows the spirit to enter and exit. The ambient noises from outside permeate the room, adding to the atmosphere within. So what happens now? No. Place a coin on the red gate. Do I have to move it? The Tori is where the spirit enters and exits. Now everyone placed your index finger on the coin. After a bit of crowding, we managed to squeeze the tip of everyone's finger on the coin. Be careful not to let go of the coin. What happens if you do? Please don't. Fine, let's get on with this already. Yeah, it's like a Ouija. If you let go of that plastic piece, you pretty much die. Or get possessed, I don't really remember. But still. Alright. Yuri visibly composes herself and continues. Kokori-san, if you're here, please move this coin. At first nothing happens, just as Natsuki thought, a silly urban No way. There is no way the coin just moved. My eyes have to be playing tricks on me. The coin initially on the red Tori slowly moves across. Yes. Oh, did you guys see that? Even Natsuki is in state of disbelief. Alright, who did that? Real joke, so you are, very funny. The crickets outside can be heard clearly in the silence that follows. No one steps up to claim responsibility for the coin's movement. Well, so that's how it's gonna be, huh? Whoever it was, just tell us already. More crickets. Fine, I'm not bringing cupcakes anymore until someone admits it. But Natsuki. And stop calling me that. I bet it was Yuri. She was the one who suggested this. Me? I would never... Yes, Yuri is scaredy cat. It wasn't mean either. Yes, Yuri is a scaredy cat too. So that leaves Lucky and Monica. Natsuki, have you considered that maybe, just maybe, it really is Kokori-san moving the coin? Yeah, right, there's no such thing as ghosts. I wouldn't say that. Kokiri-san is a spirit, not a ghost. Same difference. It's not different. Wait, it is different. Oh, fucking hell. Well, all I have to say is that I didn't do it. Natsuki's skeptical glare causes me to hurry on. But I know that there's got to be some sort of scientific explanation for this. I can't seriously witnessing the paranormal, can I? Well, maybe. I don't fucking know. Okay, Einstein, what's your scientific explanation for this then? I'm working on it. Uh-huh. It has to be one of us doing it. I know why don't... I know. Why don't we ask Akori-san something that Luki and I couldn't have known? Given that you seem to suspect us the most. Okay then, Sayuri asked it something. But what should I ask? I don't know, anything that Luki and Monica could have known. Oh, I know. Kokiri-san, can you please tell me what I have on the top of shelf of my refrigerator? What kind of question is that supposed to mean? Sorry, I guess I'm kinda hungry. The bento peters out of... We expectantly watch the coin. Suddenly the coin jerks a little to the right. Natsuki squints as she scrutinizes each of our faces. Meanwhile, the rest of the girl's eyes seem to be glued on the coin, Yuri's face blanching at each further movement. Everyone seems to wait with bated breath as the coin slowly inches over. The letter R. A. Siri eyes widen, while Yuri ever so slightly backs away from the paper. The coin carries on moving. Ramen. Ramen? Heh. There are leftovers. So you've really got to eat more healthy. But it's too tasty. Should we really be using Kokiri-san to answer such frivolous questions? That wasn't frivolous at all. We were proving whether or not it was one of us moving the thing. And now you have your answer. None of us moved it. Wait, so it's supposed to me... It was Kokiri-san who moved it. Monica seems awfully cheery at this revelation. Monica seems awfully cheery at this revelation. Man, Monica, does anything faze you? Haha, I've just been in the much scarier scenarios than this. Plus, I've gotta stay confident. It has the club present, you know. I see. Wow, so Kokiri sounds real then. I tried to get you all to take this seriously. I mean, you really can't blame us for thinking that this was all fake. I do still think there's a trick to this. Natsuki, well, whatever. If you want us to take this seriously, then I'll take this to serious places, alright? Natsuki, Kokiri-san, what is the date of my death? Yuri throws me a frightened look as we all wait for the coin to move again. Her finger feels cold as ice against mine. You shouldn't have said that, Natsuki, you're gonna die. Slowly the coin moves from the letter N and inches over to the numbers. 31/10 2018. That's today. I don't like this anymore. Some questions are better off not being asked. That can't be true, right? Kokiri-san, what about the other girls in this room? The coin doesn't move. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Don't you want to know the date of your own death? Yeah, like some piece of paper can, and the coin gonna tell me that. You looked pretty scared earlier. Shut up. As I move away, Yuri gasps. Look, we haven't properly finished the game yet. There's a certain procedure. There is no point. He's already broken the finger on the coin rule. What do we do? Sorry, Yuri. I'll come back to help you guys finish in a bit. You would better hurry up. I don't like the way this is going. We read a cursed poem. We made something we shouldn't have done with a spirit game. This guy is completely nuts. Wait a bit, I'll be right back. I am back, guys. Whoa, finally out of the club room. I can't believe that was a game. That game actually scared me. Although I'm curious to know who it was who rigged the game. No one did. rigged the game. I had to have been rigged, right? No. Yes, and I don't like the way this is going. The bathroom is pitch black. When I open the door, save for the faint moonlight glinting off the bathroom mirror, the contrast between the darkness and shining glass dazzles me for a moment, until I notice it. The dark figure within the glass that's standing completely still. All the urban legends that I've heard of involving mirrors begin to rush through my head. Some instinct inside me stops me from moving, as if doing so would stop me from being noticed. Don't even dare to take a breath. As my eyes starts to water from the lack of oxygen, the figure in the mirror seems to start wavering as well. Crap, crap, crap! I can't take it anymore. As I bend over to take a wheezing breath, the figure ducks down as well. Huh? Is that my reflection? Scanning my surroundings, I quickly jump to the light within and flick it on the fast as possible. The fluorescent lights overhead flicker to life, confirming my suspicions. I glare at my reflection and then snort. Luckily that no one else was there to see that. Slammed the stall door shut on compulsion as a sign of bravado to myself, I guess. Cringing at the shockingly loud echoes of the door reverberating around the bathroom, I can't help but remain quiet now. The frigid tap water at the sink reminds me of Fury's icy hands during the game. I don't like the way this is going, guys. I don't like the way this is going, guys. I should probably hurry back. That was perhaps the most nerve-wracking trip to the bathroom I've ever taken. I shake my head. Snap out of it. All those stories aren't real. Ghosts aren't real. It's awfully quiet inside the clubroom. Wonder what witchcraft the girls are up to now. Stepping into the classroom, a pang of fear and adrenaline shoots through my heart. At first glance, the girls seem to have disappeared, but I quickly realize they haven't disappeared. They're all collapsed onto the floor desks. Oh, very convincing, guys. Yeah, I totally believe that you're all actually dead. Very funny. A slight rustling gets my attention. Something in my peripheral vision moves on the Coruscant's paper. Curious, I amble over. You shouldn't. No, you should never have come. What? What is the coin spelling this out? Wait, most importantly, how is it the coin moving by itself? My mind flashes back to what Yuri said before I left. Yeah, I didn't finish it. What were you expecting? Some happy ending? No one gives a shit. You know? You did it all wrong, pal. You left the game without the procedure, so what were you expecting? We hadn't properly finished the game. There was a certain procedure that we were supposed to follow, but what happens if you don't do all that? Hold on, it's not like ghosts are real though, right? They must be playing a prank on me right now, but they are old. They must be playing a prank on me right now, right? I reach down to shake Monica's shoulder. She's lying prone on the floor, and I can't help but feel the dread that her body will be cold. As I reach down, I freeze. Are those footsteps outside? No one else is supposed to be in the school, right? In a panic state, I scan the bodies on the floor. All of the girls are here, so the footsteps grow louder and louder. They don't sound normal, almost like they're shuffling or dragging along. Is this real? I am starting to hear things now. The blood rushing through my ears is drowning out the sound of the footsteps. Where are they now? I can't tell. Are they close by? Should I hide? How much time until they reach the clubroom? I can't tell. Crap, crap, crap. I throw myself to the ground, squeezing my eyes shut. The sound of my heart hammering in my chest is almost deafening. Over the drumming of my heart, I hear it. The footsteps stopping right outside the clubroom. Please, please, please don't open the door. As the door rattles open, there's an awful sickening silence, until someone or something breathes. Some kind of raspy gurgling. Please don't. And a low, deep vocalization. If there's a jump scare, I'll... Something that sounds off, as if someone had warped the sound in the computer program. Something completely and utterly unnatural that raises the hair on the back of my neck. P- I feel absolutely paralyzed. My muscles are tensed. My jaw aching from my clutching is shut in nervousness. But if I relaxed, the adrenaline running through my body would immediately give me away with my trembling. As the sweat trickles down the side of my head, I hear it drawing near. P. A warm moistness settles on my neck as if someone were breathing over me. I dare not to even breathe. The idea of breathing in the fetid smell of its breath nearly triggers my gag reflex. Am I just imagining this? It can't be. Can I? I can't think of any way that this could all be just a simple prank. There's no way one of the girls could have manufactured this being that feels wrong to its very core. The temptation to satisfy my curiosity and look at whatever's hovering over me is almost overpowering, but an instinct deep within demands that I keep my eyes shut. I can't help but feel a dread that something horrific will happen if I look up. All I can think to do is pray for this thing to go away. Please go away, please go away, please go away, go away. Maybe this mantra can help me drown out the sheer fear I'm feeling. While soundlessly chanting my mantra over and over in my head, I realize that the room has gone quiet. Suspiciously quiet. It's too soon to move, isn't it? I'll give it 5 minutes until I peek out at the room. Seconds turn to years, turn to decades. I can't help to how much time has passed, and given my panicked state of mind, I don't trust myself to judge time as well. I feel like an hour has passed, but it's probably more like minutes or two. Or was it been 5 minutes? Should I open my eyes? Should I? Hold on, shouldn't I be getting help for the other soon? But if something happens to me, then I can't get help for them anyway. What do I do? How much longer should I hold out for? Can't believe that this is actually happening. I've gone insane, haven't I? Do I dare open my eyes? I strain to hear anything, but it's completely silent. Do I dare? I mean, sure, why not? Do I? Maybe I should, if only to end this torment. Screw it. I cautiously open my eyes the smallest bit, peeking out from behind a curtain of lashes. Nothing's there, just an empty classroom. A wave of relief cascades through my body, and quietly as I dared, I let out the breath I've been holding in. I lay there for a bit, breathing heavily. Slowly I get up and walk over to Monica and desperately shake her. In my hysterical state, I can't help but think that she's probably dead. Monica, please wake up. Your face. Monica? Wait, what? You should have seen your face. She sits up, emerald eyes tearing up from mirth. What do you think? We were all actually dead? Her laughter fills the room as the other girls also sit up. I'm sorry for scaring you twice in one night. But as you said, it is Halloween. This whole thing. It was just a prank. The board, the footsteps, of course. Yuri told me about Kakuri-san a week before Halloween, so I was able to rig the answers. It wasn't a ghost or anything like that, dummy. Sayuri would have said that Kakuri-san was right no matter what answer Monica would say. And the footsteps? There are some little speakers that I hid outside the classroom. Sayuri had the idea to pre-record some footsteps and send them to me so we could make it sound like there was something coming. I say as all the tension leaves my body. At least there was a rational explanation for all of this. As their girls laugh, I can't help but join in. Yeah, they got me fair and square. Okay guys, I'll admit. Well played, you got me good. I'm curious though, how did you get another person to agree to this? Huh? What do you mean? Come on guys, the game's up. I know it was a prank. No, seriously, what do you mean? Are you really just gonna make this joke? You know the guy who came inside while I was in the floor? He was a gurgly and raspy. And kept making this noise, like he was saying, well, I'll sign dumb, and when I tried to mimic him, but he was saying something like poo. What are you talking about? We didn't ask anyone else to help out. After all, we couldn't take the risk of having someone report that we trespassed. Indeed, Monica's ruse was simply to rig the Kakuri-san ritual and use the speakers. Who are you talking about? As far as we're concerned, we're the only ones in the building. What? You guys are completely serious now. The girls all nodded. The only thing I did were deliberately moved the coin around while I was touching it and ringing the speakers. Nothing else? That's right, Siri, you swear that you're telling the truth. I am. Siri would never lie like that to me, so that means... Wait, so you guys didn't hear it? They all exchange looks of bewilderment. I'm actually losing my mind? Like Kiri said, I'm pretty sure it's just us in the building. You're honestly telling me that I didn't hear anything. The girls share a look of alarm. Hey, relax, there was nothing there. It's okay. Yeah, even if there was some spooky ghost, I would have kicked his butt. The change of humor along with Siri's reassurance helps me calm down a little. I'm not exactly convinced, but if the others didn't see or hear anything and they were in the same room, then I must have just imagined it. Right. Okay, everyone, it's getting late. Let's clean up and call it a night. I don't like that. I used to think that I would grown up out of Halloween, but today made me realize that anyone can enjoy it. Or it can be fun. Maybe I'll talk to you more about that stuff. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. We're just thinking about the Ouija board. That thing really got to you, huh? I was a little scared too, even though I knew Monica was behind it all. Anyway, I'll see you in school tomorrow. Good night. See you, Siri. As I turn to walk home, I can't help but laugh. Yeah, those girls got me good, but something is off. What was that thing on top of us? What was it, and why? No one else saw it. Maybe Kukuri-san is not that, fake. Let's say like that. I never saw that coming. And the bit where the coin was moving by itself, it was really good too. Wait, Monica only said that she rigged the actual ritual, not that she moved the coin around afterwards. Not to mention there is no way she could have moved it when she was on the floor. The coin, the entity. So does that mean... I take it back. I hate Halloween. Ring. Yeah. What is that noise? Oh, it's my phone. Someone's calling me. I try to look at the caller ID, but my vision is still blurry considering I just woke up. Whatever. Better answer whoever they are. Mom. Hello? Hi, sweetie. Oh, who is this? It's your mom, sweetheart. Mom? Oh, Mom, hey. Quickly sit up in my bed. Sorry, I literally just woke up. Look, it's 12 o'clock. It's midday, is it? I turned my head and examined the alarm clock next to my bed. Oh yeah, jeez. What time did you go to bed exactly, young man? I don't know, maybe 3? It's not like I can be blamed for such a late night given our party. Still, maybe it's best not to mention yesterday's events just yet. Loki, hey, it's Saturday. That doesn't matter. If you keep going to bed that late, you're gonna completely mess up your sleep schedule for the entire week. Well, if it's any consolation, I've been going to bed 10 on school days. I hear Mom sick on the other hand. Just go to bed at a reasonable time tonight, okay? His mom looks cute. Okay, I shouldn't be saying this. It's my mom in this game too. Duly noted. Good. So, how's the trip been going? Overall, not bad. My client has been a headache the past few days, though. He can't make up his mind about anything. Indecisive people are the worst. Anyway, I was just calling to see how you were. I'm still alive, yeah. Always reassuring to hear. Her dry tone makes me laugh. The apple doesn't fall from the tree. Oh, sure, I forget the reason I called you. I put some more money into the bank account. You know how to withdraw it, right? Seeing as I was born in 20th century, 21st century, yes. Just checking. Anyways, spend it wisely because I'm not sure when I'll be able to top you up. Suddenly I hear someone call her name in the background. Sorry, sweetheart, I have to go. I'll call you later. Love you. Love you too, Mom. Bye. Bye. She hangs up and I'm left sitting in my bed alone. And I guess this is a pretty good place to end it up. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment down below what you thought of it, and well, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Try to sleep well this night. Goodbye, pals. See you soon.